Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where we are working our way through the galactic Ubzant autocracy, and we have a ways to go on that yet. We have 2,134 reasons to not accept our war goals. Of those, 1,500 are demanding unoccupied worlds, so we'll definitely get to that. We're currently positive in our food. Remarkable. So we mostly need unity, although we should probably turn off our edicts here. That's definitely something that we should remember to do. I don't think we're going to need them anymore. I doubt that they're going to be able to put together a particularly powerful fleet again. They might be able to get a little bit put together, but I don't think it's going to be much at all, to be honest. So I think that's fine. On Elthier Prime, what are we going to need? For now, the answer remains food. I want to make sure that our food processing is a little bit more up to scratch, so that'll be okay for now. We're going to need to pivot back into alloy manufacture, though, very soon here, so that is amazing. This factory station, we can simply build a capital upgrade. That's going to be okay for the time being. Anything else in here? Yes, this research station needs an upgrade. This is set up as a factory world right now, and I'm going to actually designate this as a forge world. And we are, of course, going to put in our alloy foundries here. I do see that there's a Betharian power plant available there, and we may take advantage of that a little bit later on. There's this forge world here. We've got a planetary capital, so the correct answer is to put in a Ministry of Production. There we go. That'll be good. What else do we need jobs-wise here? Nothing. Okay, so that looks great. Let's hop on down to this position here, where we can keep an eye on our armies and our fleets. So our transport fleet 69 here, nice, is currently chilling at Sol, and that's 568 in strength. Is that strong enough to start doing some landings? The answer is yes in some cases. This is not one of those cases. So we want to head down over, like, let's check out Groknor here. Nope, 2221. Okay, hello pause menu. I wanted to head out over to maybe like Fianita. Yeah, that we can definitely work on. So we'll have these guys head out to Fianita and go ahead and land here. Fantastic. So we'll start to get that underway. The first fleet is chilling in Rigor with the third and requires some orders. Its orders right now are to head to Hoggers. Looks good. And let's go ahead and tick on forward at fastest speed. Cool.
They are assaulting.
We were waiting for the sixth fleet to return in order to get more alloys spent here. So let's go ahead and continue to wait on that. This is going to be about 6 months away. Okay, that's fine.
Beginning
so we'll definitely wait on that.
Station.
These guys are bombarding? Right, they're bombarding to move on to Shukon. We're going to head into Shukon right now since they can do that. The first and the third fleets now can't move on. Okay, what is blocking us here? Raket Otar. So we're going to head over there and deal with that. That'll be fine for the moment. Cool. So this transport fleet is in Efyuk and requires orders. We're going to have it land on Indatamog. That'll be absolutely fine. No problem there whatsoever. Cool. So from here, we're going to need to move up this direction, and terminal egress is good. I think this is partly occupied by us. So we're going to need to head over to Toyubos. But beyond that, we'll need to head out over here as well. Hellsmaw is already correctly set up. And then we can come down over this way and start occupying some of this stuff. So that'll be absolutely fine. No problem whatsoever there. Excellent.
Initiating
We're going to continue to
assault.
bank up our alloys for a little bit until the 15th fleet is back. Realistically, we could spend our alloys now. And we probably should, now that I think about it. Let's go ahead and get the surveyor running here. There we go. And let's spend our alloys. 175k. That number is actually a little lower than that, because this fleet is going to be merged in with one of these, like the 8th or something. So that would be reasonably fine.
Beginning attack run on enemy station.
Cool. So the first and third are going to be ready to move out eventually. They're not quite there yet. And these transport fleets are going to require additional orders. So we're going to land on Visu's Haunt. That'll be fine.
Our warriors are
And we finished up in
victorious.
Ethiuk, so we're definitely going to land on the Sirti Eri. And yeah, that'll be no problem whatsoever. So we're going to be done
Beginning
out
attack
on
run
this
on
side of the
enemy
galaxy
station.
very, very soon. That's good. The 8th currently requires orders, the 8th and the 6th, and their orders are to go where exactly? We already occupy most of this territory. Actually, all of this territory. There's Gawarton down here that we don't occupy. So let's go grab that.
Initiating
That'll be
ground
fine.
assault.
And we've got this month tick ongoing. It'll finish eventually. There we go.
Our warriors are
This transport
victorious.
fleet is not actually a real one.
They are
This one is,
assaulting
but
our
that's fine.
spaceport.
Let's head over to let's see about this is actually potentially no. We're not going to land here. Not with this fleet. So, we already checked Gemma, if I recall correctly. 333. It's technically doable, but I think we'll wait on that. Let's go check Mathrop. Much better. So we're going to go take over Mathrop. Cool. So that'll do. And we have additional fleets that require
Beginning
orders,
attack run on
specifically the
enemy
9th,
station.
and that's going to be the 6th, I'm guessing? Yeah, you're supposed to head over to Shukan, and from here, they're currently stuck. So they're going to have to bombard multiple locations, right? So these guys are going to go here and bombard here. Cool. There's multiple FTL blockers there, so we'll have to wait on that. Excellent. We are making our way into these various locations, though. The 7th Fleet and the 7th Fleet and the 20th Fleet are all going to require orders here as soon as this month tick is over. And their orders are actually going to be to go take out this battleship. Just go eliminate that. Once
Our
you're done with
warriors
that,
are
you can head up to
victorious.
Gardner and then over to, like, Siplin. Sure, that'll do. We finished up in Ethiuk. That is now fully occupied by us. We'll go land on Star Nest. Beautiful.
The enemy is
So
targeting
how's this looking
one of
now?
our stations.
1965. Much better. I like it.
Initiating
So these
ground
reasons are
assault.
dropping, and they're dropping pretty quickly. There's no doubt about that. They're going to hit 100% war exhaustion here quite soon.
Scientific breakthrough.
But it'll be a while
achieved.
before we can actually get what we want. So the devolving beam just finished, and it looks like we can just auto-research from here. So that's great. Auto-research should get that handled. There we go. And yeah, 46 months remaining on food from jobs. Looks good. So at this point, there's not a lot that we need to do.
Beginning attack.
I wouldn't
on
mind
enemy station.
moving these guys as reinforcements over to Mathrop. And we'll go ahead and do that.
Initiating ground assault. Victory.
The
shall be
15th
ours.
fleet will be back when? In like 2 months? Okay, that's fine. This month tick is ongoing, and we will let that finish. There we go. Autosave finishing up as well. Cool. Yeah, these guys return on March
Beginning
1st,
attack
so
run
under
on
2
enemy
months.
station.
That looks good. So these guys are going to merge together, and we may want to assign a leader here. We'll assign Eugene here. Fantastic. And we'll let these group together. There we go. And we'll go land on Wandering Nest. Fantastic.
Our warriors are
So
victorious.
Mathrop will be under our
Enemy
control.
planet
This is down to
conquered.
1954 at this moment. And these guys, as soon as the month tick is over, require additional orders. And they're going to be done in that area very, very shortly. Okay. So yeah, they're needing to head over to here. And what do they want to land on? Saskavita? Yeah, that'll do for now. Yeah, this will be absolutely fine. Cool. So the 4th Fleet requires orders, and along with that is the 5th Fleet. They're going to head in over here. There will be some combat that happens there. Should be fine. The 8th Fleet requires orders along with the 6th Fleet. And where do we want them to go? Well, they're actually done over in this area. So that's looking good. We will have them make their way over, like, attacking over here, perhaps? Over into, like, Peya. Yeah, that sounds good. Let's get that done. Excellent. The heart of the contingency. With the destruction of all 4 machine worlds, scientists have managed to deduce the origin point of the ghost signal. It is coming from CX-9881, a previously uncharted star system on the galactic periphery, and I'm thinking it's here. Because that's spicy looking. This has to be where all the synthetics that fell under the sway of the signal journeyed. The contingency will remain a threat until this final system has been dealt with.
Initiating ground assault.
Yep, that is in
Victory
our
shall be
territory.
ours.
Okay. So, we're going to need to send some fleets to deal with this. Noted. We are going to send all of the fleets. All of these fleets are going to head into Ryog. There's nowhere else for them to go. It'll take them some time to get there, but they should be able to get there reasonably quickly-ish. So they're on their way there. Indeed, they're attempting to reconnect. And we'll make our way on over. We also immediately hit this reinforce all button. So all of our ships are going to immediately start heading there. It will not take them that long to get there. And in the meantime, we can continue to invade worlds, right? That won't be a problem. So these guys are in Mathrop right now. That is fully occupied by us. We'll need to find another location to go, like this one here. Cool. So that's looking good. We have 1,800 reasons to not accept this. And I want to check, is that over here? No. Okay, this battle is happening here. I don't care about that. That'll take a little time for our forces to make their way over. But this system will be ours. We can see that most of our forces are already here. Great. So they'll arrive swiftly. We'll continue to reinforce our fleets, and the 15th fleet is going to get mixed in with likely the... What do we actually have here? 6 corvettes? Yeah, that can merge with the 89th without any problem. Cool. So there we go. That'll be fine.
Construction complete.
Did I say the 89th? I meant the 8th.
They are assaulting our spaceport.
So they're going to have a little bit of time to rebuild and reposition, push out a little bit, but it's not going to be that big of a deal. We can handle this without any major problems, I believe.
Initiating ground assault. Victory shall be ours.
So we successfully landed over here. This is partly occupied by us. We're now going to attack Quark. That'll be no problem. And this will be fully occupied by us at that point. And if I recall correctly, that is all of the Uvzant territories out over this way, correct? Correct. Excellent. So we'll be able to redirect them down over here and start working on all of this. We're currently at 1,800 reasons to not accept our peace deal. Fair enough.
Initiating ground
and we're heading on in here.
Victory shall be ours.
Okay, 163,000 alloys.
Achieved.
Looking good. So we've got all of these fleets on the way in, right? It'll take a little bit. These guys will be the last to arrive. And that's fine. So all of our fleets are headed in. They're not all fully up to scratch, no doubt about that, but they should be more than sufficient to eliminate the last little bit of contingency here. They have Nexus 01, which is going to need to be bombarded. We will do that with just a single fleet.
Our warriors are victorious.
Okay, so we successfully landed over here. This is now fully occupied by us, and we're going to assume everything up over here is fully occupied for the moment. I may have missed something at some point, but we're going to head down to Iriani, and we're going to land on Kravakok, something like that. 1120 is the strength. That'll be fine. No problem whatsoever. And these guys require orders. They've fully occupied this system. Where else would we want them to go? Althard? Yeah, Snarkeel looks like that will be... 528 is maybe a bit much for these guys. They're not giga strong, right? And we definitely don't want to land there. That's 5,000. Sismok? 413, that's better. What about over in Corinth? Oh, that's pretty free. Okay, we'll head over to Corinth then. And we'll go ahead and land here. Beautiful. So all of these guys are arriving in Ryog. We're going to need a science ship over here eventually as well. So we're going to have the science ship start to move. We are waiting at this point only for the 15th fleet to get merged. It's a little ways away yet, so it's on its way. I do want to get all of these guys into the jump point. So head on over, all of you, and we will continue to reinforce our fleets.
The enemy is targeting one of our stations.
No shockers there. We completely pulled back to deal with the last remaining bit of contingency, so they're going to strike out in a few locations, but they have barely any strength, so it's not going to be any major issues. Okay, it looks like we are now prepared to launch this attack.
Victory shall be ours.
I'm absolutely going to enable our edicts here. So we'll turn on shield boost, we will turn on ammunition, we'll turn on explosives, reactive armor, we'll turn on focusing crystals, and in we go with all of our forces. Are we going to take losses here? Yes. Are we going to win? I hope. We'll see. We're going to need to reinforce our forces, no doubt about that.
Beginning attack
But
from
here we are.
enemy station. Initiating
jumped in.
ground assault. Victory shall be ours.
And we can see immediately they're beginning to fire on us, but we should be fine. We've got our picket ships. And we just need to start eliminating these things one at a time, right? And yeah, this is so far no major problems. I want to see this station eliminated quickly and these outposts eliminated quickly. That's the goal here. And it looks like it's going very, very well. Beautiful. The station's gone. One of the outposts are gone. All of their armor is gone. They only have hull remaining. And it's over. Okay. So we're going to grab all of these fleets. They are, with the exception of the first fleet, they are all going to be ordered to go return for repairs. That is the current priority. Scrolling this is slow. Let's try doing this instead. Cool. So they're all going to get out of here and go get repairs, and then they'll be retasked with going back to the original one. The first fleet is going to enter orbit around Nexus 01. Cool. Now, this will also eventually need repairs, but we're just going to bombard here, and we'll work on getting that eliminated. No problem whatsoever. Cool. Let's go ahead and reinforce our fleets, and as expected, there was not a major problem there. We actually have this all surveyed already. I'm still going to move this in. So we'll enter orbit over here, and we'll need a construction ship out over here eventually as well. So let's, we need our civilian ships. There we go. Let's move a construction ship out over here.
Our warriors are victorious.
Where are these guys going? Are they going to Womjium? They are. Sure, that'll do. That will absolutely do. So the Goddard is going to stay here just in case it's needed. And this bombardment is at 4%. It'll take a little bit before that's done, of course, but this will be fine. Waiting for that month tick. There we go. And we'll need to come out over here to Corinth, and we'll land on this location. Cool. No problem there. We'll also move these guys in to reinforce. Excellent. So we're arriving in Womjium with the bulk of our fleets here. And we'll continue to reinforce this. At this point, 1651. Not bad.
Initiating ground assault.
Not bad at all.
Victory shall be
So we're going to get these repairs done very, very swiftly here. The 7th fleet is already done, but that fleet is quite weak. That fleet is very weak, in fact. And we're going to be a little cautious with moving our fleets out. We're still going to move in pairs. We're still going to move in pairs.
They are assaulting our spaceport.
But these fleets are going to finish up very swiftly here. And they will receive orders as they finish. So at this point, we can send, like, the... actually, let's hold off. Let's get them all repaired. Any moment now, Monthstick. You can do it. We need to turn off our edicts, and let's go ahead and do that as soon as this Monthstick is over.
We have established a new planetary base.
There we go. Fantastic. So the last little bit of repairs are still ongoing. And they should be finishing very, very quickly here.
The weaklings have destroyed one of our research stations. The cowards have destroyed one of our spaceports.
Yeah, no shockers. They're trying to take advantage of us not existing on the map
The
right now.
Cravens have destroyed
But
one
there
of
we go.
our
We're going to call that good as far as our repairs go. They might not be fully done, but we're going to call that good enough for now. And we're going to split off into pairs. So the 3rd and the 7th are going to make their way out. Well, we need to make sure that all of this is still under our control. And it is. So the 3rd and the 7th are going to make their way out over this direction. That is their goal. And that should be okay. The 6th and the 9th are going to head over to, like, cats. The 4th and the 8th are going to make their way up over this direction. The 6th and the 5th are going to attack here. And the 7th and the 20th are going to attack in, like, Tadaska. Cool.
The enemy is targeting
So that
one
should
of
be
our
reasonably
stations.
fine. We will continue to reinforce our fleets. We need like 160,000 more, which is okay. We can see that we definitely have control over the majority of the Uvzant at this point. As soon as this month tick is over, we do need to issue an attack order for Transport Fleet 59, which we will do, and that will head into Gemma and land on Ivana. That is 333. That'll be absolutely fine. So these guys are in Corinth right now. We'll get them grouped together, and their goal is going to be to head over to like Sismok and land on Camburan. That should be okay. Excellent. So off they go, and we are returning at this point. We can upgrade our fleets, which is actually surprising to me. Why can we upgrade our fleets? I'm not sure, but we're not going to at this moment. Everybody can be upgraded. No, I didn't want to actually do that. We'll group these back together. There we go. Cool. So we're continuing our bombardment here, right? I mean, we could, I suppose, bring in our Guardian, our Colossus. This is actually an option, but we can't bathe it because it's unpopulated. Okay, so we can't actually do that because apparently there's no one here. And we can't invade it either, if I recall correctly. I'll double check that after this month tick. Yes, it is considered uninhabitable. So we need to bombard it down. We're 16% done with that.
The enemy is targeting one of our stations. Initiating ground
And
assault.
apparently the AI is coming to
Victory
help.
shall be ours.
They're
Initiating ground
slightly
assault.
late, but sure. That'll be fine. So we're making our way to various
They
locations
are
here.
assaulting our spaceport.
1,300 reasons at this point. There's
Beginning
only
attack
10
run on
unoccupied
enemy
planets
station.
that we're demanding at this point. Each one of those is 100. So that's fascinating, for sure. The unoccupied systems we will get done with eventually.
Beginning attack run
And
on
our
enemy
attacks are
station.
beginning to resume now. So that is looking fantastic. We're definitely making our way back out over this way. And we'll have no real problem
Battle is joined.
making our way back into these battles.
Beginning attack
No
run
problem
on enemy
whatsoever.
station.
So that is great. Down in Gemma, we're going to need to continue to land on some locations. We'll go for Groknor here. Groknaria. 2221 is quite a lot. Would we rather... We would. We would rather come land out over here, where these are 500, and get these ring worlds under our control. That would be amazing. So we'll do that for now. And these guys are currently in Sismok. We've got a month tick ongoing. As soon as that is done, we will order this transport fleet, number 72, over to Sismok. So they can make their way over there to reinforce that. That'll be fine. And we will continue to reinforce our fleets. I don't think this number is
Beginning
correct.
attack run on enemy
Yeah,
station.
162. That's more like what I thought. So that'll be fine. The 7th and 20th require orders. Eliminate this fleet. What are you doing?
The cowards have destroyed one of our spaceports.
Just eliminate the fleet.
Battle
Okay.
is joined.
The 5th and the 6th here require orders. Their orders are to head to Sipuks. Excellent. The 6th did not receive that order. So there we go. The 3rd is going to require orders. That will be the 7th as well. So they're going to head to Izar and look to eliminate this fleet. These guys might be a problem later, but for now, it's not that big.
Warriors are victorious.
The 8th and the 4th are going to push their way through all of this territory. And go take Enif as well, and then move up to Miklor's Vortex and take down this direction. That should be fine. The 7th and the 20th have finished up their battle. As soon as this month tick is over, we'll order them to move down to, like, Ekavira. Should be okay. Yep, go ahead and do that. The 20th didn't get that order.
One of our space
there we go.
ports.
Cool. And we'll reinforce our fleets.
Beginning attack run on enemy station. They are
There we
assaulting
go.
our
The
space
3rd
port.
is going to require additional orders. It was supposed to head out over here. There we go. Cool. So in Sismok, we're going to group these together, and this is now fully occupied. So the real question is, where do we send these guys next? I would think about Howling Vortex, but they can't fight this, obviously. So instead, we're going to think about, like, down over this direction, I feel like. All of this is fully occupied. So here? No, that's 5,000. We already looked at that one, that's right. Impen. That'll do. So we'll go ahead and send them over to Impen, and we will land here. Group together, and then just you. There we go. Cool.
Beginning attack run on enemy station.
So that'll do. We are now down to 1,000
assaulting our
reasons
space
to not
port.
accept this.
The
I
cowards
love
have
it. This is
destroyed
looking
one
really
of our
good.
spaceports.
We have 8 unoccupied planets at this point. And we're going to grab these guys over here. They're still working on that invasion. Okay. I believe 4 of those planets are here in Bediza, so that'll be fine. Month tick is ongoing, but it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're going to go hit Howling Vortex. Does that mean that they hit the terminal egress? Actually, they didn't. Okay. We're going to hit Howling Vortex very, very soon. That's one of the remaining places. In fact, these 2 can head there right now. But it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we might be able to finish this war. It's getting very close. 1,000 reasons to not accept this. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, James, Shadowwolf, Emlohan80, Kentogan, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Rogue Corvid, Anna the Elephant, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.